West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tech. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one right. He ain't one West, he a straight fraud, he just spying out. At a dance recital with the leggings on, said he trying out. He know how we rock, he know how we roll, he just aficionado. He don't put in no work, but I hear him coming when we popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that, you're just selling crack, I'm too real for that, you gotta be thorough. Claim me about it, but he never with it. But gang on, look, that nigga just shit it. If I want that block, I send my niggas get it. Scope the area and send me your image. Pass the flyers out, cause this ain't a gimmick. She bad and she loyal, I have the ribbon. Grip, I was a crook, but just get the flying, now your tongue sticking, but without the ribbon. Remember seeing pigeons, yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't whip it. Now this shit is different. Sticks and rulers couldn't measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen. I was frustrated about how we living. Felt my hand was forced, had to make this shit. We don't wear purple, we don't sell drugs, we don't like crackers. Over strong, they don't get along, so they don't dap us. And that's cool with me, cause according to us, you did truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons and you left the school, so I'ma eat your food. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tech. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one right. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. Nigga, shut your mouth, this is not Christian rap. Glocks 940, talking into that. Debating who real, I'ma put an end to that. I.S.U.P.K, real one West. Roll up the camp and be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about the blazing shit. I'm on fire like I had some case and shit. T-shirts at the table for our agents in. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit. Pause that. Everybody know Christ black. 2017, you can't fight that. Kill a right hook, they think Mike back. Kill a crossover, Mike back. King of pop, Mike back. Where mommy and poppy at? Someone sooner familiar. Hey, yo, watch that nigga. Yeah, he ain't familiar, I'm a big man. We do big things in a big room with the big boss. I don't jump for shit, I ain't crisscross. I'm a raptor priest, it's the 6th law. It's left Philly, what it's hitting for? About to go out the Boston, just to find something chocolate with the thick thighs and the soft thighs. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. I come in the paint, get him posterized, and my jacket stamp, bitch, I'm notarized. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga walk past, he ain't had that one West juice step. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tech. He ain't one West, he ain't one West, he ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick. He ain't one right, he ain't one right.
They crying, our people be siding, the earth colliding, bullets be flying, Israel dying, mothers be crying, the white man be lying. With all the billions in the world, as we aim for the sky, the white man is the devil, want a piece of the pie. On your knees, praying, asking the high power, why being a coward, Christian? Everybody Muslim and want to be Christian. Fact is, tune in and listen. I.S.U.P.K classes, teaching our masses with the scriptures. There is no contradiction. Fake camps, there is no competition. You can't love Esau and teach the scriptures. So just what?
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would.
For thy violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta.
These souls gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta just vanish. No more waking up at 4 a.m. to build apartments that a nigga can't afford to live in. No more contemplating robbing a bank. But what'll happen if I put my boss up with the shank? Because I'm talking to me crazy, straight abusing his rank. And the satisfaction ain't worth catching a cake. And I gotta do this shit here for my son's sake. But it's hard in this world when you're surrounded by snakes. If they was gone, my father probably would have been in my life. My nigga Mike wouldn't have lost 30 years of his life. My nigga Jailan would probably be rocking a mic. Instead of me wishing I could bring her back while I write. No more brothers that's whipping up in the kitchen. No more daughters stripping or even selling a kitten. No more pigs planting evidence for phony convictions. We could enjoy this whole planet, every black and Hispanic, if they. I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. These souls gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just vanish.
Yo, suck my dick, you smash, you can't hold me, nigga. I'm a priest, you catching bullets, so who holy, nigga? All 2018, I'm just zoning niggas. Don't feel bad for them, nah, that's what I'm on, niggas. Niggas think it's about flowing rhyming words, but my words rhyming, this wolf can flow backwards. You're the white man, the double, and the shoes is black, etc., etc. The average nigga saying that will never pull the lever when it's necessary. York nigga, legendary, ill-town, breaded heavy. I'm a beast and a savage, you can't tame or train it, it's hereditary. Pops is one, so son is one. I got the gun, it got a drum. Hey yo, who you gon' call if I pull a straight Faciete and leave your noodles opposed to al dente? Bridge your taco meat cause you ain't like your crunchy. Yeah, the crackers should vanish, but if you acting like them, you could vanish with them. Treat your back like a wall and commit vandalism. I had to hand it to him once he stopped fucking with the crackers. Now I won't reject them when he down.
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. These souls gotta burn, as it says in the word. You gotta. Just vanish.
All right. Clap it up. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. We're not affiliated with any other fake Israelite groups. We're not affiliated with any Christian church, any Muslim mosque, any religious institution. We stand alone. And what we've been teaching since 1969 is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. I'm Precinct Officer 1000 Shabayala, holding down the Wednesday law class. Of course, we got another heavy topic coming at you, man. I told y'all last week, this week, you know what I mean, I was going to go in on depression and stress. You know what I mean? That's the topic of the class. The topic of today's class is depression and stress are demons. Of course, we're going to go into depression, stress, anxiety, you know what I mean, people with illnesses, and I'm going to show you how biblically those are demons, you know what I mean, designed to kill you. That's why, you know, everything I just named, it slows you down. You know what I mean? Any kind of illness you got are demons. I mean, it could be heart disease, lung cancer. All of these are demons, okay? Before we broke the laws of God, I'm talking about, when I say we, I'm talking like Adam and Eve, the first two black people with the truth. You know what I'm saying? Before they broke the laws of God, man, we used to live like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of age, dying of natural causes. But now we die from, like I just said, high blood pressure. We die from, you know, cancer. We die from gunshot wounds. A lot of us, I'm telling you, it's a such thing as dying from a broken heart. Stress and depression are absolutely demons. And we're going to get into it today. Remember, if y'all got any questions or comments, please type it into the chat, all right? I want to say what's going on to everybody that's tapping into the chat. I see you, Sister Kwamada, checking in from Chicago. Trooper Carl Waters, I see you. What's going on? Shalom, Lord Christ. You know what I mean? To all my brothers, black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, I want to say shalom to you. All my brothers and sisters, man. You know what I mean? If you're not our people, this ain't for you. You know what I mean? It's only for us. Remember, man, y'all like and share the class. Write down these scriptures, man. You know what I mean? So you can learn how to deal with your problem. You know what I mean? Anger issues, that's a demon. You know what I mean? But there's a way that being angry is not a demon. You see what I'm saying? The Bible says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Now, what does that mean? You should be angry at the oppression that the white man is putting on our people. You should be angry at that. That's a righteous anger. But when you just going around getting attitudes with everybody, you know what I mean? You got a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean? That's what everybody used to call it, chip on your shoulder. You can't blame your failures or your losses. Like you lost somebody, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody died or something like that. You can't blame everybody for that. You know what I mean? It becomes a demon then. All right. And it's going to pull you nothing but to the grave. All right. So we're going to get into it without further ado. You know what I mean? Again, the topic is depression and stress are demons. I want to go on this article real quick. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show y'all some symptoms of depression. Okay. Some symptoms of anxiety and some symptoms of to show you if you're stressed out. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of us got these symptoms and don't even know it. You know what I mean? It's all kind of different symptoms. Bipolarism, you know what I mean? Schizophrenic, you know what I mean? You don't know how to be, you don't like to be around people, you know what I mean? Or, you know, that could be demons too. I ain't saying I'm not saying it's, you know what I mean? That's why we have all these cookouts and, you know what I mean? All these, we was created to do it together. But because of oppression from the white society and what they did to our people, man, we stay away from our people, man. And that ain't how we supposed to be, man. I mean, it's all right not to want to be around everybody. Because I ain't gonna lie, some niggas get on my goddamn nerve. Okay. So we're gonna get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get straight into this article real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get you the definition. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you the symptoms of depression. All right, we're gonna get that right off top. You know what I mean? In these classes, we do research, man, so we can teach our people correctly. All right, so here goes some depression and stress symptoms. All right. Symptoms of depression go far beyond feeling sad. They are ongoing, affect day-to-day life, and include a combination of emotional, behavioral, and physical signs. A persistent low mood, a loss of interest in favorite activities, significant changes in sleep or appetite, and overwhelming fatigue. You tired all the time. It feel like you got a good night rest, or you can't get a good night rest. You just tired all the time. You know what I mean? Whether you got a good night rest or not. These are symptoms of depression and stress. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. Depression can manifest differently for everyone. Key symptoms generally fall into four categories. Here go two of those four categories that depression falls in. I'm gonna give you all four, but right now I'm gonna give you two, and then I'm gonna give you three, then I'm gonna give you the fourth one. The first two is emotional and cognitive. These are categories of depression. Let me read some of the symptoms. All right. Persisting feeling of sadness, meaning you always sad. You know what I mean? A persistent feeling of sadness. That's a symptom of depression. Okay. Anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of depression. You're always anxious. You're always worried about this. You're always worried about that. And I'm going to tell you, because we've been slaved to these white devils, our anxiety level very high, and our self-esteem is very low. And we are feeling sad. We depressed because white people put us in this state. This is why we have these symptoms. Don't blame yourself, black man. Do not blame yourself. This have been systematically put upon us, man. It's called racism. It's called oppression. All right, let's keep reading. Or an empty mood. You're always feeling empty. You're feeling empty inside. You know what I mean? You're feeling empty, like Nobody loves me. You know what I mean? You feel like nobody cares. Well, I got news for you. In the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander General Yahanna, we care about you. If you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you God's chosen people. We care about you. And more importantly, God cares about you. You understand? And his son, our Black King Jesus Christ, cares about you. So much so, he died so you'll have another chance to get it right with God. Somebody care about you, Black man, Black woman, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian man and woman. God loves you. I know it don't seem like it right now. He just whooping our ass because he loves us. A good parent gonna whoop your ass. They're gonna chastise you. They're gonna punish you for your wrongdoings. And that's all God doing to us, man. Don't take this punishment as if he don't love you. God. He just punishing you because he loves you. All right. Let's get some more of these emotional and cognitive symptoms of depression. Right. Loss of interest or pleasure in hobbies and activities once enjoyed. There's some things out there we used to do. We used to love to do. I remember we used to love to watch Soul Train and dance. You know what I mean? I remember we used to love, you know what I mean, picking out our afros. You know what I mean? We don't love ourselves anymore. We don't love our hobbies anymore. Because of social media, like you don't even see us, you know, outside together no more, walking and talking and playing and laughing and dancing or whatever the case may be. We used to do activities, man. We don't do the activities we used to do, man. These are symptoms of depression. When you lose interest, I'm gonna read that again. Loss of interest or pleasure in hobbies and activities once enjoyed. I remember we used to enjoy having sex with our love, with our girlfriend or our boyfriend or our husband and our wife. Now we just turn on porn and play with yourself, or you ejaculating, you jacking off. When sex used to be enjoyable, now they done made it so easy. You can just turn on Pornhub and just pleasure yourself. These are symptoms of emptiness, depression, and stress. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, the lack of sex can depress you. Too much sex can depress you. You got to learn how to do it right. How do you have sex right? You got to know, according to the Bible, sex is marriage. That's how you do it right. Okay. Big up to Makawa, Officer Makawa. See you checking in, Most High in Christ. If y'all could like and share the class. Topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. Right now, I'm going to 4 key categories of depression. All right. Let me keep reading. Feeling of hopelessness, worthlessness, or excessive guilt. I know we got excessive guilt in the Black community because we poor. Poverty, we feel guilty because we can't buy our kids what we see white people buy their children. We can't give our kids what people give their kids. We can't give our kids what Americans or the American government, they get their kids. I remember, you know what I mean? Like I watched some of these graduations. You know what I mean? White kids, they go to Maserati sitting out right. We had it. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because we're poor. Who put us in poor state? You know what I mean? They make us feel guilty for not being able to buy our kids what they buy their kids. We feel guilty because we can't live in those big mansions, man. These things, I'm telling you, can depress you. But don't let it depress you. Especially when you be reminded that our Black King Jesus Christ, he didn't have a Maserati. Neither did he have a mansion. He didn't have every pair of Nikes and Jordans and foam deposits. Foam posits, whatever you call them. You understand? He didn't have all the Hirachis and the Vinci and the Gucci. Don't let that depress you, man. These right here, the feeling of hopelessness, you feel like you ain't worth nothing. I'm telling you, just being Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian alone, that makes you worth more than all the other races on the planet. That's God's words. That's not my words. If you go read in the book of Deuteronomy, it says we the best people on the planet. But if we didn't obey him, who is the him? God. He'll put us beneath all these other heathens, man. A heathen is a non-Israelite. An Israelite is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians. Heathens are Africans, white people, Chinese, so on and so forth. Y'all get the point. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, you ain't a heathen. You God's chosen people. You're the Israelites. We're the real Jews. And we feeling a tremendous feeling of hopelessness and worthlessness and excessive guilt because of slavery. I understand your pain. Understand, I'm right here, Poe with you though. We got something they ain't got, man. It's called brotherhood. You know what I mean? And sisterhood. And the I.S.U.P.K, we provide that. On top of that brotherhood and sisterhood, we give you your culture back according to God in this Bible. We tell you what you can and cannot eat, who you can and cannot marry, according to what God told us in this book. See, this book ain't for Africans. This Bible ain't for white people. It ain't for Arabs. It's for the Israelites, because our ancestors wrote this book and it gave us the blueprint on how to navigate in life, even when we feeling worthless, when we feel no one cares. There's scriptures in here to tell us how to call on our brothers and check on our brothers. Let your brothers know what you're going through, man, so you don't go through it alone. I know a lot of us, we try to, and I understand, man, you don't want people all in your business. That's why you got to get around people in the I.S.U.P.K who make your business their business. Not to be nosy, to fix whatever situation that you're going through, or to comfort you through the situation that you're going through. I know every time I'm going through something, I call my brothers all the time. I don't wait on my brothers to call me. I'm quick to call one of my brothers. And then next thing you know, here I am mad as hell at something. Next thing you know, I'm on a conversation with one of my brothers. We on the phone for 2, 3, you know what I mean, hours. Now that feeling of being pissed off or, you know, mad or whatever is gone away because of the brotherhood and communicating with my brothers, man. I'm telling you, it's so important. Let me keep reading on. Now, what I'm reading right now is emotional and cognitive symptoms of depression. All right. If you have difficulty concentrating, remembering details, or making decisions, these are symptoms of depression. All right. Reoccurring thoughts of death, self-harm, or thinking about committing suicide. All of these are emotional and cognitive signs of depression, symptoms of depression. Okay. Now let's go to behavioral, your behavior. This is a way you act. This right here in your behavior, this is how you know if you're depressed or not, because I'm about to give you a few symptoms among many. All right. So I'm gonna give you a few behavioral ways to know that you have symptoms of depression. Okay. Withdrawing from family, like family want to talk to you and all that. You know what I mean? Like in the I.S.U.P.K, this is my family. You don't want to talk to nobody. You want to, I just told you, you don't want to, you know, share what you're going through with anybody. You withdraw from everybody. These are symptoms and signs of depression. Okay. Friends and social activities. You don't want to, you know, do what you used to do with your loved one. You know what I mean? They call you wanting to go out to eat. You don't want to go out to eat. You know what I mean? You always find something to do, when really you ain't got nothing to do but lay up in that damn bed depressed. You know what I mean? You used to want to go work out. You don't even work out no more. Why black people, only time we work out is around New Year's. Talking about that's our New Year's resolution. We go buy all the gym memberships. A couple months down the road, here you are depressed again. All right. Let's keep reading. Angry outbursts. Oh my goodness. That's a sign of depression right there. I've been looking at this cat named AB, Adrian Bronner. He's a boxer. You can see the depression all over that brother's spirit, man. Him and Dean the something. But they YouTubers, they streamers. Well, Adrian Broner used to be a big time boxer, millionaire, and he fell off. So to speak. That's how black people talk. You fall off. You can see like the Dupre cut his beard off, his face. Look, you could just see the demons on him. For those who don't know, depression and stress are demons. If I'm naming some of these things, and I got a lot more to name, and you see these things, these characteristics in your life, give the I.S.U.P.K a call, man, and get some counseling. Also, if you're on medication, take your medication. The Bible says honor thy physician, right? So you're supposed to honor your doctor. If you're on medication for behavioral problems and all that, take that medication. Your children are diagnosed with behavioral problems and the doctor prescribes them medication, give them that medication, man. Okay? So angry outbursts, irritability, like you're so irritated real quick, you know what I mean? Or severe frustration over small matters. Like you get like severely frustrated over something that's small. You're always making something big out of something that's small. That's how you can tell when somebody's going through depression, man. Bullies are going through traumatic depression. Want to know why? Because they was bullied by their parents or somebody bullied them. Maybe an older sibling, maybe a big cousin, maybe somebody they go to school with. Maybe at your job, your boss is bullying you. That can make a person depressed because he's or she's depressed. She want to take it out, or he want to take it out on you. A lot of times in your marriage, you know what I mean? That's why you can't stop arguing with each other, because probably both of y'all depressing the hell out of each other. A lot of marriages end because of depression and stress. We don't know how to deal with our anger issues. We don't know how to go to each other and speak to each other as if with kindness, you see, with humility and dignity, right? We so quick to jump down each other's throat. Now, I'm not saying let somebody talk to you any kind of way. You know what I mean? We don't do that in I.S.U.P.K. You watch your damn mouth. But we also can tell, read somebody's spirit if they're going through something. 9 times out of 10, they definitely dealing with depression, which is a demon. Depression is a demon. All right. Let's keep going. Neglecting responsibilities or having noticeable drop in productivity. You're neglecting your responsibilities. Sometimes when you're depressed, you don't even wash your ass. You don't put on deodorant. You don't brush your teeth. You understand? You neglect your responsibilities, man. And a noticeable drop in productivity. You don't want to work. You don't want to work things out, right? You don't want to do anything that requires fixing anything. Black people, I got news for you. Depression is a plague on us. This is why you see brothers, the rappers, shooting each other. Them brothers are depressed. They go work all their life, the basketball players. You know what I mean? You see when they get in fights, the football players and all that. Owners are depressing them. They go out there and get their knees and jaws and everything broke. Hell, you go to work and work from sun up to sundown, hard as hell, just to get paid that little old bit of change, man. That can make you depressed. So in I.S.U.P.K, we understand depression very well. And it's a way to fight these demons. You just got to come in here to our classes, ask questions, look at the brothers and sisters around you in the I.S.U.P.K. And you're going to see y'all are nothing like the people in my immediate family out in the world. You're nothing like my family. Y'all don't argue and fuss and fight and bicker in here. And if brothers and sisters do, we know to go pull each other to the side. Hey, excuse me, brother. I don't like how you said that, man. That offended me. And the brother, he'll be like, you know what? My bad. I ain't even mean to say it to you like that. You know what I mean? My bad. Salakia, which means forgive me or excuse me. And then next thing you know, them brothers back rocking and rolling as if it never happened. That don't happen with your family outside the I.S.U.P.K. You hold grudges, right? And I'm telling you, that can cause depression. Our grandmothers are depressed when they see us going back and forth to jail. You don't think that used to depress our grandmothers and our mothers and our aunts when they used to, like, when they see how these girls, like, I be watching older women's reaction when they see how the younger black women are dressing. Like, they look at them with such disgust, as they should. Don't you know that you're stressing your aunties and your mamas and your grandmamas out dressing like a whore? Because your mama, your grandmama, and your auntie knows what comes with dressing like that. You're going to end up raped. You're going to end up in a single parent household. You're going to end up pregnant. They do not want to see you go through that depression that they went through. Right? Let's keep going. Increased use of alcohol, tobacco, or other substance, cocaines. Yeah, I mean, anybody who smokes is, I don't care if it's a cigarette, a vape. I don't care if they popping pills. If you're taking medication that's not prescribed, you, my friend, are depressed. And depression is a demon. I'm going to read this one again. These are behavioral symptoms of depression. Increased use of alcohol. You become an alcoholic. I know all too well about that. I used to be one of the biggest alcoholics known to mankind, which made me very angry at people. You know what I mean? I used to be frustrated, severe frustration. You know what I mean? I'll take out my anger on whoever pissed me off. You know what I mean? Until I came into the U.P.K. and I joined the alcohol program. And big up to the alcohol program in the I.S.U.P.K. because now I know how to deal with situations better. Not only that, I was ordered, you know what I mean, at that time, how much I could and could not drink. All the way down to fluid ounces. I was ordered, this is how much you can drink. And I noticed every time I broke that order, something happened. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit and act like I was buying to buy it at first perfectly, because I wasn't. You know what I mean? But every time I wouldn't abide by the counsel, by the prophets of the Lord in the I.S.U.P.K, a situation would pop up. You know what I mean? Well, I'll end up in the council because I done drank too much and I done flipped on somebody. And they automatically, the generals automatically knew this nigga drunk again. And they shamed me for it. Let me tell you something, man. You got to be a man to take correction. It's not an easy thing. You got to be a woman to take correction. It's not an easy thing. It's not easy because we didn't learn these things when we was in the world, you know, with our regular parents. But when you come in here, you're going to be corrected. If you're not ready to be corrected, I'm telling you, you're going to have problems. But fight through them problems, man. Fight them demons, right? Them demons going to try you. Them alcoholic demons are going to try you. It's not a sin to drink, but it is a sin to be an alcoholic. So what did I do in the alcohol program? I had to control how much, I had to start controlling how much I drink. Next in the I.S.U.P.K, you'll learn how to control, how to have discipline. You'll get pictures of it. They'll show you demonstrations and give you examples. I don't see the way they taught me. You see how you always ended up in the council because you want to get drunk like a goddamn alcoholic? You see the compassion we having on you, even though they affected me and I had to pay dearly, and it made me feel shame. You know what I mean? I felt bad. You know what I mean? That feeling like you letting the father down. You understand? And then I'm telling you, with that correction through time, it's something called growth that comes along, man. Then you begin to grow. and you begin to get stronger, pick up activities that you didn't do, that you stopped doing. Start back walking, doing exercise, cardio. Then you start eating healthy. Then you start growing. Next thing you know, I'm not Jody no more. I'm not baby boy no more. This is a grown man now, and I know how to handle this situation. Because you want to know how I know how to handle situations? Because I didn't know how to handle them. And I was taught how to handle situations through the priests and prophets in the I.S.U.P.K, something I was never taught in the world. I never had a father or mother to know how to biblically teach me how to control my anger, control your alcohol. What shit that my mother and them told, they thought drinking alcohol was a sin, and it's not. You know what I mean? A lot of us try to self-medicate with weed and drugs, popping pills, and what you call them now, them edibles. You understand? Don't worry, I got a class coming up on smoking weed. So I'm, you know what I mean? We gonna, but smoking, anybody who smokes is depressed and riddled with demons. Anybody you see that's alcoholic, they're riddled with demons, man. And they crying out for help. They want help, but that demon of alcoholism and drug use and self-prescribing is trying to kill them. That's why when they're drunk or they high, people high or drunk, they do obnoxious things. But the next day when they sober, they either don't remember or they a whole total different person. You want to know why they're a total different person? Because that demon, the demon had already used them the night before or in that situation. Now the demon, now they back to their normal self. You see what I'm saying? You be like, man, they'd be like, yo, you was totally different last night. That's because you had a demon on you and you was depressed. And the demon knows you're depressed. Okay? So I'm going to keep going. Here goes some physical symptoms of depression. Okay? That's going to be it. This is going to be the last that I got on here. Then I'm going to go get some scriptures to prove that depression and stress, anxiety are absolute demons, man. All right? So here goes some physical symptoms or signs of depression. All right. Fatigue or extreme lack of energy. You're tired all the time. Fatigue has been like tired all the damn time for no reason. You know what I mean? Here go another one. Making even small tasks require extra effort. Like small tasks that you would normally do, like cleaning up. You know what I mean? Wash your car, talking to your children, talking to your spouse. You know what I mean? You think that's a small thing, but it's not. Not doing these things is the thing that makes you depressed. I'm telling you, the moment you get your ass up and then you go take that shower, or you clean up, or, you know what I mean, just do something, wash some clothes, clean the closet out, spring clean, do some yard work. You understand? Walk around the track, do some reading. You know what I mean? Physically do some reading. Get that mind off Pornhub. Get that mind off weed and alcohol. Do something progressive. Get your mind off sex all the damn time. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with having sex if you married. Sex is marriage. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, if you married, my advice to you is have sex all the time. Because 9 times out of 10, if that woman walking around angry, she just wants some sex. A lot of times you see us walking around angry, sis, we want some of that box. Sometimes sex can fix some things, but I'm talking about the wrong kind of sex. I'm talking about watching pornography. I'm talking about the ordering women, buying prostitutes, going into strip clubs, being a thot, or being, promiscuous, being a whore, dressing like a whore. You know what I mean? Thinking you can spit, because you got money, you can buy this sister, man. That's the wrong kind of sex, man. That's the wrong kind of way. You're just showing me, you're showing brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, and more importantly, you showing our Black King Christ and God that you're depressed. Now here comes Satan trying you. Satan knows you're depressed. So he's going to send that thing to make you think it's easing depression, which is some easy sex, some sneaky link sex. You know what I mean? Putting on a skimpy little dress, little skirt, you know what I mean? And everybody give you compliments. That's temporary relief. When you're really pissing God off, man. God don't want women dressed in any kind of way. God don't want you treating your children any kind of way. Let's keep going. I got a few more, then we're going to get some scriptures on this, man. Remember, everybody who coming in, the topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. All right? Changes in sleep patterns, such as insomnia, waking up too early, or oversleeping. These are signs of depressions or being stressed out. You know what I mean? Changes all in your sleep patterns. You can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? It's because you're stressed out. You got insomnia. You got to take sleeping pills just to get some rest. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with taking sleeping pills to get some rest. I recommend that. How do I know? I had to take some. Now, I didn't get addicted to them to where I was popping them, you know what I mean? But it was nights that I couldn't sleep. So I had to go buy some Unisom. I had to go buy some melatonin, man. But before I went and bought any of that over-the-counter stuff, I consulted with my primary health care doctor, my doctor. I was like, because I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I ain't want it mixing in with my diabetes medication. So, you know what I mean? I asked my doctor, like, is it okay if I take melatonin? I can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, it's okay to take melatonin. Just watch your dosage. You know what I mean? You don't want to overdo it. And we've been over-medicating ourselves trying to treat our depression, man. If you don't got no doctor, go to the damn doctor, man. I understand you poor. Go sign up for Medicaid. It's free. Okay, if you don't make enough. But I'm telling you, go to the doctor. Go to the, I can't say this part right here enough. Go to the dentist, please. Get them damn gums clean, man. Get them teeth clean, man. Get all that clean, man. Check that vagina. Get that vagina checked out. You know it got an odd smell to it. You walk around smelling like, you know, an old batch of tilapia. Go get that checked out, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's keep going, all right? So sleep patterns, changes in your sleep patterns, insomnia, waking up too early or oversleeping. These are signs of depression, man. You remember back in the day, you'll get up, you know, like at the drop of a dime. Now you can't get up. It's almost like weights holding you down. You're depressed. Or you're waking up too early. Can't go back to sleep. You know what I mean? These are signs and symptoms of depression. Maybe your job overworking you. Maybe you don't get enough rest. Maybe you need to change your food, your diet. I'm telling you, eating the wrong things can depress you. Depression can make you eat the wrong things. Sitting around eating donuts and chips and pizza and McDonald's all damn day. Now you got fatty liver disease. And that depresses you when the doctor come back with those results. Black men, black women, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian men and women, we got to help each other out, man. Everything that I done been through, I'm sharing with you. Okay? I'm sharing it with you. All right, let's keep going. Moving or speaking slowly than usual, or conversely feeling restless or unable to sit still. You ever seen somebody got to be on the move all the damn time? They can't sit their ass down. They doing that because they're depressed. You know what I mean? They just can't sit still. They always jittery, shaking. You know what I mean? I got to do this. They always worrisome. You see what I'm saying? Now, ain't nothing wrong with getting up and get out and doing something. But you got to know how to do things in moderation. You know what I mean? On the flip side, you don't want to be laying in the bed all damn day. Pick them damn weights up. Do some damn, go walking. Pick up the phone and get some counseling. All right? All right, let's keep going. This is the last one right here. Then we're going to get some scriptures. I promise. Unexplained physical problems like headaches, cramps, or digestive issues. Oh, y'all been feeling headaches lately? The migraines, headaches? What about cramps? What about your back and your lower back and your back and all that hurting? All these are symptoms of depression, and all these things are demons. Digestive issues. We ain't eating enough fiber. Black people, I know you don't know what fiber is because I'm black. I'm a nigga just like you. I just found out what fiber is a couple years ago when I found out I had diabetes. When I had to implement it in my diet. Fiber, what in the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Because we don't learn these things. Now, let me ask you this. Why in the hell we go to school from kindergarten to 12th grade and we don't know nothing about none of this, man? Man, let me tell you something. If I ran a school system, all the boys would automatically have to take a car. You would have to learn how to fix cars. Now, all the black men, we know how to fix cars. We don't got to make the white man rich. We can fix our wives' cars and our cars. Number two, if I ran a school, I would make sure all black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian men knew how to fuck to fight. So we wouldn't shoot and kill each other. You're going to learn how to fight. Ain't no pussies going to grow up in my damn house. Okay? You're going to learn how to fight. Number three, don't touch my food in that goddamn refrigerator. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke right there. You know what I mean? But my point being, our children has been going to the white man's school system. We're unknowingly being oppressed by white people. Going to school for all them years and learn how to be a good slaves. We come out with no trades. Well, I got to go to school 12 years for the years that you learn the most. Just to go to college 4 more years, 10 more years to learn how to be a damn lawyer. Teach me how to be a lawyer from kindergarten to damn 12th grade. So I can have that skill. Teach women how to be nurses. Teach women how to be, I'm talking about from anywhere from kindergarten to 6th grade. All women should know how to be a nurse. How to cook. How to clean. How to wash your ass. Brothers, from 1st to 6th grade, we should have already knew how to be pilots, knowing how to fly airplanes. By the time you get to 12th grade, you're supposed to know how to do brain surgery. You know how to be heart surgery. You know how to fix a damn car. You know not to ever leave your woman once you done had sex with her, because sex is marriage. So what I'm trying to tell you is we've been being systematically depressed on purpose. That's why coming into the I.S.U.P.K, we release all, like when I say we release all those demons off of you, we teach you how to live and be a brand new person. So you can forget about all the depression that you learn from white people. Even their religions are depressing us. Think about it like this. Think about black people looking up to a white Jesus, which that's what we did. That is depressing. Imagine if our black kids knew that Christ was black the whole time, what that would do for our self-esteem. You know what I mean? We wouldn't know what crack cocaine, we wouldn't know what heroin is. We wouldn't know what weed is and fentanyl. We wouldn't know what a strip club is. We would know how to treat our women. I'll have courses in my classes. That's why we do. That's what I'm naming everything we do in the UPK right now. You got brothers in here who are skilled, you know what I mean, in certain areas and aspects of life. And we train our brothers. It's sisters in here in this school that's skilled in so many different fields of education. You know what I mean? So can teach you how so many different avenues to get money rather than shaking your ass or being a hoe for $1. Let me go get some scriptures. I said I'm gonna get some scriptures. Let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 1 real quick. Now remember, the topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 1. This right here, this is in the New Testament, the book of Matthew. All right. Chapter 10, verse 1. So we're in the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 1, and it reads, and when he called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. That's what we should be teaching from kindergarten to 6th grade. We should be teaching our kids, our black kids, our Hispanic and our Latino and Native Indian kids. We should be giving them the power to heal one another. Sometimes it's healing to hear from your brother, to call your brother. It can heal a situation of being angry, overly frustrated. Sometimes calling your brother, say, hey, man, hey, Salakia, if you could, man, I'm running a little low on cash, man. You think you can spot me this so we can eat? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that type of brotherhood is healing. When I came into this school, I'm telling you, I had a little bit of money, but it wasn't the right money. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got that from being on the block. You know what I'm saying? I got that from what I thought was hustling until General Muhammad pulled me to the side and said, selling drugs ain't hustling, you big dummy. So you want to end up with a bullet in your head? You want to end up in jail like all the rest of, I'm sure, of your homeboys? And he was right as hell. Every homeboy I grew up with is dead or in jail trying to sell dope. Some kind of way I made it. That right there, that healed me. Hearing those words. And then not only that, you're going to go look for every job in your city. Next time you report, matter of fact, you got to this time and date to report back, and you better have a job. Did I do it? You damn right I did it. Imagine if we taught our sons that from day one. Oops, my bad. Sis, you kicked him out the house because he had another woman. I got news for you. A man can have more than one woman, according to God. The white man depressed you and brainwashed you into thinking that a man can only have one woman. He depressed you, sis. Come in here in the I.S.U.P.K. and get some of that depression off your mind. So you'll know not to ever leave your man because he got another damn woman. You come in here, you're meeting righteous brothers. Some of them got 2 and 3 wives. Some of them got 5 and 10. Some got none. Some got 1. However, it's his choice. Now imagine if your mother didn't kick your dad out the house or didn't leave him, how less depressing your life could have ended up. Let's say if your daddy wouldn't have been, sleeping around with hoes. Now she got a reason to leave him. Imagine, brothers, how less stressed our daughters would be if you only just was a man enough to tell your woman, yes, I love you, and yes, I love her. I'm never leaving you, and I'm never leaving her or my kids. We together. Point blank, period. Imagine how less juvenile detention centers would be filled up right now in prisons. How less strip clubs it would be. It makes sense. Now, we tried the Christian way. It didn't work. We tried leaving one another. Certainly it didn't work. Now here we are with depression and stress and anxiety demons, suffering from dementia, suffering from all manner of diseases. Christ gave the disciples power to heal those things. What you're seeing in the I.S.U.P.K. is this very scripture that I'm reading now on how to get rid of demons. You got to come before the priest of the Lord. That's why Christ was telling the disciples, the disciples taught men under them all the way up to 2026. Now here we are in the earth again. The disciples of Christ teaching you how to fight demons. Here you go right here. This is the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 1. And when he called unto his 12 disciples, He gave them power against unclean spirits. How did Christ give them power against unclean spirits? He taught them right from wrong. Christ taught the disciples, don't ever feel like you can mess with another man's woman. You hear me, Peter? You hear me, Luke? You hear me, John? You hear me? Don't ever sleep with another man's woman. Now, how do we do it today? How do we have power against unclean spirits today? We have classes like we're doing right now. And listen to the words that's about to come out of my mouth. Brothers, if you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, don't ever have sex with another man's woman. Y'all see that? This was 2,000 years ago when Christ was saying it. Here I am 2,000 years later, 2026 to be exact, saying the same exact thing. But here's the key to it, to having power over unclean spirit. Not only do you say it, you make sure you don't do it. I can't just teach brothers not to sleep with another man's woman. I myself, when the woman tells me she got a man or a husband, it's over. This conversation is done. I can't talk to you. I can't sleep with you. Why? Because Christ taught the disciples. Now, guess what? Let me blow your mind. Who taught Christ? God. The nigger God in this Bible, the black God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, taught his black son Christ. Christ taught them black disciples. Now here I am, my black ass, teaching you. My niggas. Christ loved his niggas. You understand? Let me keep reading. To cast them out. How do you cast them out? You teach them. You live how Christ told us to live and be an example for them to see. And then you teach them. That's how you let your light shine. They're going to watch your light. Everywhere you go is darkness. You should be a light in whatever darkness that you're around. And the world is full of darkness. You should be that light. Be that one that say, no, I'm not smoking weed no more. Because Christ told the disciples, don't ever smoke weed. Don't ever smoke tobacco. Because these is the things that depresses you. It's not going to get you out of the depression. People think when they smoke weed is relieving stress, when it's actually making you stressed out. You want to know how to relieve some stress? Stop smoking. The moment you stop smoking, you should pick up old or new activities like working out, cooking, cleaning, working, being with your spouse, raising your kids. You know what I mean? Yard work. Whatever you got to do to get your mind off that. Matter of fact, go back to school. Go get a degree. Go learn a new trade. If you don't know how to fix cars, learn how to fix cars. Okay? Sis, if you don't know how to do hair, you don't know how to do nails, learn how to do nails and hair. Okay? Find ways to get this depression demon off you, man. We got to do it. We in the last days because depression got an order to kill us from Satan. That's what demons are. That's Satan in your mind. Go on, smoke that blunt. You know you're stressed out, don't you? Smoke that blunt. You depressed, ain't you? I know the Bible. I know the Bible say you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. But you know you love the shrimp and them crab legs. It's going to make you feel good. Next thing you know, you're laying in the hospital and they pumping fluid out your dumb stomach. Now you want everybody to pray for you when you should have obeyed God. But I understand why you ain't been obeying God. Why we ain't been obeying God? Because we was never taught this in the Christian church, how to fight demons. We didn't even know depression was demons. We didn't even know that Christianity is the biggest depressive religion on the planet. All religions is created to depress you. When we had the word of God right here. God didn't tell us to be no damn Christian, go to Christianity and Islam. Let me keep reading. All right. Power. Okay. Let me read it again from the top. We're in the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 1. And when he had called unto his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. How do we cure all manner of disease and sickness? Brother, you won't have lung cancer and heart cancer and throat cancer if you stop smoking. You won't have them headaches if you stop smoking. You won't have cirrhosis of the liver if you stop being an alcoholic. You won't have fatty liver disease if you stop drinking so goddamn much. You won't have bad health if you just eat better, brother. Fiber, vegetables, fruit. You understand? The proper proteins. Look these things up, man. It's easy. But we want to party all the time. It's not a sin to party or to drink. But if that's all that's on your mind, your body is going to give you what you give it. What you give your body, that's what it's going to give you. What you give your car is what it's going to give you. What do I mean by that? If you don't keep an oil change, your car going to start ticking. If you don't keep the transmission fluid in there, the transmission going to start slipping. If you don't keep gas in there, the motherfucker ain't going to crank. Now, imagine your body without fiber, good nutrients, vegetables, fruit. You understand? Imagine your body without eating unclean foods. See, in this Bible is a dietary law. It's things in this Bible in the book of Leviticus chapter 11 is what we can eat and what we cannot eat, but we never knew this because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He created Christianity, and Christianity never gonna tell us what we can and cannot eat. In fact, the white man is such a devil, he went and got the Christian pastors to tell our women that they can abort our babies. They knew that that was the number one tool that black people will listen to, them stinking Christian pastors. And the pastors don't know a damn thing when it comes to this Bible, man. You want to know how you heal all manner of sickness and disease? You have a priest and prophet like me with great big old balls and nuts to tell you, stop being a goddamn faggot, you won't get AIDS. You stop being a whore, you won't have syphilis and gonorrhea. Close your goddamn legs and your fat ass and your big mouth. Then you won't have so many baby daddies. That's how you cast out demons and unclean spirits. You want to learn how to stop, getting your ass whooped all the time? Watch your damn mouth. That's why you're missing all your front teeth now. People knocking your damn teeth out. Your boyfriend always knocking your teeth out because you don't know how to be a lady. And it's not right to hit your woman, brothers. You know what I mean? That's against the Most High. And it's vice versa. Hitting each other is against the Most High, and he's going to punish you regardless. My point is, the way you cast out unclean spirits and demons, you understand, is to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. What's God's law, statutes, and commandments? God laws on how you talk to a brother, how you treat one another, what you can and cannot eat, who you can and cannot sleep with. Let me show you how to cast out all manner of disease and sickness right quick. Okay. Now I know everybody know about a poison ivy tree. Everybody know to stay away from a poison ivy tree. You know not to eat it. You know not to rub it on your skin. What if I told you to feel the same way about white people? Here's the messed up thing. White people is worse than poison ivy. Why would you lay down and have sex with a white woman? Why would you lay down and have sex with an African? They worse than poison ivy. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, you have sex with each other. You love one another. Fuck them other races. Now, I know y'all that tuning into the class right now looking, oh, he reading out the Bible, he up there cussing. Who told y'all I was a fucking Christian? I'm not a Christian. I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Now, guess what? Let me blow your mind. Christ was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Moses was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Paul, who wrote most of the New Testament, was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? First, you got to learn who the hell you are. We know this Bible from The beginning to the end of it. Genesis to Revelations. Your Christian pastor don't know his ass from a hole in the wall. You got any questions? You ask us. You don't ask no Christian pastor, man. They don't know what the hell they talking about, man. Now, let's get back to the subject. Demons, depression, and stress are demons. Anxiety is a demon. Cancer is a demon. AIDS is a demon. All of these things are demons. The Bible gave us the blueprint on how to cast them out, how not to get them in the first place. Don't do this. Do this. Don't do that. Do that. And we went and did all the things that it said don't do. That's why we got these demons on us now. But it's time to get these demons up off us, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we are specialists and experts on casting out demons. And it don't take no damn Ouija board or no damn somebody doing some voodoo or no warlock. That shit is false and it don't work. My brother, my brother, I talk about my brother all the time because I mean, I've seen it my whole life. My younger brother on drugs, real bad, crack cocaine to be exact. We both was raised in the Christian church. That Christian church didn't do nothing but make a better drug dealer, me, when I sold drugs, and made him a bigger crackhead. Now, here's the fucked up thing. Because of the I.S.U.P.K, I stopped selling drugs. He won't come into the I.S.U.P.K, so he's still on crack. And he's getting worse about a day. I sit and watched him yesterday. George, I ain't gonna tell my brother's name now, Salakia. Get your ass in here, man. He stay with me. Wash your ass. Clean up this filthy ass room. He goes out, he hiding the kite. He go out in the midst, raining like hell. He go out in the middle of the road, cars honking, Greg hit him. What I say? Lord be with you. That's all I can do. I tried to cast the demon out of him by giving him practical knowledge. Start by washing your ass. Come to class with me, brother. I got you. He refused to do it. So guess what? God is going to refuse him while he out there smoking that crack. He's going to have sex with one of them little crack whores out there. Or one of them little, and this is what kills me. He out there faking like he homeless. Please, one of y'all come to my house. You're going to think you was in the Taj Mahal. How nice and clean I keep that joint. Feel like you in a lounge somewhere. He don't got to do that. But them demons own him. He's depressed. Sometimes you depress yourself. Drug addiction is depression. Drug addiction is demons. Depression is demons. I'm telling you straight up. Now, I know without a shadow of a doubt, it's only a matter of time before I be sitting, looking at that casket closed, watching my brother. The same brother, I say, brother, come to class with me. I already know what's going on. I pray it don't happen. I pray he come into the truth. Okay? However, you gotta learn how to fight depression yourself, man. I can pray all day. You know what I mean? But if you're not willing to give up addiction, to give up, you know, that the lust, always wanting some damn penis, always wanting some vagina, always wanting some crack or some weed, always wanting to be depressed because I lost a loved one. Ain't nothing I can do for you. I had to go through the same struggle with alcoholism, but I had to get my ass in these doors in the I.S.U.P.K. This is the only safe haven. I'm telling you straight up and down. That's as real as it get. A nigga out the ghetto, fresh off the goddamn block, was your plug. Look at me now. Trying to wake up the brothers, the zombies out there that I was serving. You understand? All right, let's keep going. Let's go to Matthew chapter 12. We're going to stay in Matthew real quick. Let's go to chapter 12, verse 22. Remember, anybody, if y'all got any questions or comments, type it into the chat. I see you, sis Kwamada, Most High in Christ. So we're going to go to chapter 12, the book of Matthew chapter 12, and we're going to go to verse 22. Now, remember, the topic is depression and stress are demons. So we're in the book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 22, and it reads, Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil, blind and dumb, and he healed him, insomuch that the blind and the dumb both spake and saw. This is how you know this ain't no Christianity bullshit. Let me read it again from the top. Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil. See, my little brother is possessed with a devil right now, with a demon, addiction. Okay? Who made black people addicted to drugs? White people. Who dumped drugs and fentanyl and crack and heroin and guns in our community? White people. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. My brother is possessed with a demon from the devil, who is the white man. Let me read it again from the top. So Christ was raised in the ghetto too. Christ was a nigga just like me, a hardcore nigga just like me, with a beard. He used to rock gold, had a woolly hair, say his skin was like fine brass. You know what I mean? He was a dark-skinned brother. And he was seeing his brothers being alcoholics like the white people in Rome, the Romans. Seeing his brothers getting on the lotus flower like we did in Egypt. You know what I mean? Being like white people, living life like white people, sleeping with white people. So that's what being possessed with a demon or a devil means. You're just a drug addict. You're an alcoholic. You're a sex slave, a sex addict, full of sneaky links and trying to think you can fuck here on the low and nobody know about it. God know about it. Sex is marriage. If you don't honor sex as marriage, you're going to catch an STD. Some kind of illness is going to come upon you, and you're going to wonder why. And it's punishment from God, I'm telling you, because he's seeing you. All right, so let's keep reading. Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil. Keep my brother in your mind right now, because right now he's panhandling at a store right now, a demon. You find your eaters that God told us that we can't eat you with a demon. Everybody think you watch these movies and The Exorcist and all of that's possession of demon, you know, when you all listen. No, you're the damn demon because you don't know how to do what God told us to do. If you ever see two faggots, they possessed with demons. Somebody they're a couple and they married. They are possessed with demons. Now here come your children being raised up under you, who you was raised in the Christian church. Guess what your children are going to be possessed with? Demons. If you teach your kids Christianity, you're possessing them with demons. God hates Christianity. And they're going to be depressed just like you are right now. I don't care how big your car or how much money you got or how good your job is. You can't buy your way out of depression. The only way to fight demons is to obey God. What's the only way to obey God or to learn how to obey God? You're looking at it right now. It's called class. The I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We teach you, we go through these scriptures. You ask us questions. We break these scriptures down to you. And when we break these scriptures down, I know you're going to understand because the Bible is written in slang. Nigga, I'm up here talking in slang. You don't get no more flat than this, than a nigga saying, hey, my nigga, leave them Newports alone, man. I'm telling you, that's white culture. Stop smoking that shit, man. I'm telling you. Then you'll see him a couple months or a year later, either dead or you're unrecognizable. Same with women. All right, let me keep reading. We're in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 22. Then was brought unto him one possessed with a devil, blind and dumb. Blind and dumb meaning you can't even see. You don't even know that the white man dumped these radio stations and rap songs and music and culture in our community. That's why our kids growing up the way they are now, with your TikTok and your Instagram and all. You don't even see the white man. Satan is working through the internet now. And we so blind, deaf, and dumb, we don't even see it. However, let's see what Christ did for this blind, deaf, and dumb person, this very sick individual possessed with a demon, all right, a devil. Check this out. And he healed him, In so much that the blind and the dumb both spake and saw. God can open up your eyes to the truth about you not being an African American. You're an Israelite. About you not eating whatever food you think you can eat. God told us what we can and can't eat. God will make your eyes see. Damn, I see the white man is the devil. He's the one that's been killing and stealing and destroying us throughout history. I see now. Christianity ain't got my eyes blind no more. This will release depression up off you knowing the truth. Christ did. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you what? Christ said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Free what? The white man is the devil, and he's the one been pushing all these demons in my mind. He told me, my man out the house, a little bit of this Medicaid and food stamps, long as I put my black man out the house. He the one told me to have an abortion. He the one putting laws on every corner. The one that promotes naked TV shows, exploit black people. He the one put black people in slavery. He raped, robbed, and murdered us. We don't even know we from the land of Israel, Jerusalem. So now we not deaf no more. Not blind to be the devil. That's why you niggas who hear us cuss, who hear us say, motherfuck the white man, you shut your goddamn lips, man. Because we're not deaf and dumb and blind like you, nigga. Maybe you can open your fucking eyes if you listen to what the hell we telling you, man. Excuse my language, but sometimes it's necessary. And it's not a sin to cuss, dummy. It's adult English language. Some niggas need to tell the white man he is the devil to his face, and we them right niggas to do it. I pray you understand that. Your pastor didn't have the balls to do it. He was too busy in there singing and crying like a bitch. Having prayer lines pushing people down. You want to know why? Because your pastor is depressed. Y'all never think in your mind, damn, maybe pastor is possessed with a demon. Why else you think he up there speaking in tongues? You possessed with a demon, dumb. Every time I see somebody acting like they got the Holy Spirit or the Holy Ghost, whatever they call it, I laugh till I can't laugh no fucking more. Sometimes it's just sad, though, to see how people possessed with them devils. You understand? That's why we do what we do. I know y'all ask, why y'all so aggressive? That's why, because our people is aggressively fucked up. They blind and they deaf. We healing them. Can't you see what I'm saying right now is giving somebody some hope? It's giving some little nigga out there, some drug dealer out there, some sister out there some hope. Brother, I ain't never heard nobody say it like that, and you never will unless you come into the UPK. Now, you stay in that goddamn Christian church, you're going to stay deaf, dumb, and unhealed and blind. Okay? Let's drop that. Matter of fact, let's get some more proof. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra. All right? The book of 2nd Ezra. You know what I mean? Shalom to everybody coming in. How you say your name? Yashar Banaf. Shalom, Lord Christ. What's going on? So, like if I said your name wrong, Yashar Banaf. All right. Big up to every black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian person watching this class right now. You absolutely want to go to this scripture right here. I might have to do a part 2 to this class because I got so many scriptures and the time coming up. But what I say, we're going to go to 2nd Ezra. That's in the Apocrypha. All right. So we're going to go to the book of Ezra. What I say, chapter 7, start at verse 57. 2nd Ezra. All right. What I say, chapter 7 and verse 57. So we're in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 57. And it reads, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Verse 58, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Verse 59, for this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life, that thou mayest live. You see that? Boy, that's heavy right there. Now, this is how you fight demons right here. This is God prophesying in the Bible that you're gonna fight demons from the time you're born. You come out your mother's womb. The time you get spanked on your little ass and come out until the time you in that casket. God saying you're going to fight. What am I saying? Life is about warfare, spiritual warfare. It's not about your vagina busting how many nuts. It ain't about your penis busting how many nuts. It ain't what you can put in your stomach and eat. It ain't what kind of lust or what kind of whatever you can smoke or whatever kind of alcohol you can drink up and be drunk as hell all the time. It ain't about who you can have. It ain't about none of that. It ain't about your car and your worldly possessions or materialistic things. It ain't about none of that. Let me show you what God prophesied life is about. It's about fighting demons, okay? Spiritual warfare. Let me read it again from the top so now you can understand it. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle. This is the condition of life. Life is a battle. This is what life is all about. This is the condition of the battle. Check this out. Which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. That's telling you straight cut and dry. That ghetto that you was raised in, that family that you was born to, those situations that you went through, God already saying right here you was going to go through it. This is the condition of the battle. Life is about war. And in war, you got to what to win? Fight. I got to fight alcoholism. I got to fight smoking weed. I got to fight being a whore. I got to fight fucking whores. I got to fight that Christian church. I got to fight my mama who are Christian. I got to fight my daddy who are Christian. I got to fight against all my family who think I'm in a cult. Actually, they right about that. I'm in a cult. I joined a cult, mama. I made it. Cult is short for culture. I learned our real culture instead of the white man's culture. You're in a goddamn cult. I bet you can't say Christ is black. I bet you can't say God is black because that's exactly what the Bible says. Looks like you're in a cult called the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. I love my cult. It's called the I.S.U.P.K. Where we love niggas, we teach niggas, we rehabilitate niggas, we fight niggas, demons who too weak to fight your own demons. We'll fight. Come in here. We'll fight your demons with you, brothers. You got to learn how to fight your wife demons. The Bible called her the weaker vessel. You should have thought about that before you stuck your dick, your penis in her. Once you have sex with her, that's yours. You married to that big mouth, sis. You got to fight your demon of a mouth. Let me show. I'm about to help sisters fight a demon real quick. All right. Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian women. I'm about to cast out an unclean spirit. I'm about to heal you of all manner of disease. Shut the fuck up some goddamn time. Shut your goddamn mouth. There you go. You're healed. Now watch what the hell you say. Stop talking so much all the goddamn time. Shut your goddamn mouth. Okay? That's how you heal a motherfucker right there. Okay? You tell them to shut the fuck up. All right? So now, drop that. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. All right? That's in the New Testament. 2 Timothy. Oh, it ain't just the women. Women, don't feel bad. When I came into the school, and when I came into the I.S.U.P.K, guess what I was told? Hey, shut the fuck up, man. You don't know shit. We the priests and prophets. Shut your goddamn mouth. Raise your hand if you got a question. Right then and there, when they told me that, guess what? A demon was released. Because I was like, oh, shit. This the place. This should, yes, sir. And guess what happened when I said yes, sir, and shut my mouth? I started learning how to become a better person, a new me, a new person. But I had to shut my goddamn mouth first, is the moral to the story. That's how you fight some demons. Sometimes you fight demons with just controlling your finger from typing in certain porn websites or calling certain numbers. I'm just being honest with you. All right. So now, what I say, 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Remember, the topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. Okay. This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I'm going to tell you a demon right now. This damn air conditioning unit. Motherfucker went out. We getting it fixed tomorrow. The technician came today before I started this class and said he's going to come out in the morning and fix this AC. So I'm over here sweating like a white mouth mule. Fuck you, air conditioner. We're gonna cast out that unclean spirit and get you fixed in the morning. So the next class, my brother Lahab, when he teach, he ain't got to sweat like I'm sweating. Okay? That's how you cast out a demon. You get off your goddamn ass and make some shit happen your damn self, man. What do you think? God gonna hop off his throne? Here, my son. Hallelujah. Bitch, stop being a goddamn hoe. You won't get the STDs no more, the STIs. Okay? Stop believing in the Democratic and the Republican Party. Vote thinking some white man gonna save you. Believe in a black man, a nigga. You know what I mean? Put your trust and faith in a nigga. And watch how things come together when we come together literally and stop hating on one another and realize we should hate the other nations for what they did to us, man, instead of one another. You're not my op. You understand? That's our ops, white people, Africans. They're the ones who put us in slavery. I'm just saying. I know you don't like what I'm saying. However, it's the truth. All right. We're in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3, and it reads, Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. You see that? That's why I talk the way I talk. Bitch, I'm a soldier, man. I don't got to be soft because you want me to be soft. Fuck you. I don't got to be soft wearing no damn choir robe and being a choir boy, beating drums and all that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a musician and all that, but gospel music is gay and it's satanic. Almost anybody you see in them Christian church, think about them men that be in there shouting. All of them gay as hell. You ain't gonna find no goddamn soldier of Jesus Christ doing that. I wish one of you motherfuckers say out dance like David danced. David wasn't doing that gay shit. David had his sword in his hand, rejoicing because he just killed a whole lot of motherfuckers. And he was drunk. Rejoicing to the Lord. Thank you for being with me, the Most High, to conquer our enemies and kill them. He wasn't in no Christian church dancing like no goddamn faggot. Fuck wrong with you Christians, man. Let me read this again. We're in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. Endure hardness. Don't turn the drugs and alcoholism and women and money, clothes, cars, and hoes. You got to endure hardness, man. Meaning what? Go through this poverty, man. No sweat. I'll just be broke with my brothers in the U.P.K. Guess what? We'll be broke together and we won't be depressed. We'll be broke and we'll teach our people, other broke people, how to obey God and watch God provide for us. Then you'll find out you ain't that broke. God will make sure he'll provide for you. Now here come white people. Here go food stamps. Here go vouchers on houses and all this. Not saying you got to go beg and ask them for nothing. They don't ever feel bad to get food stamps and vouchers and all that. They owe us that shit. They owe us the damn earth. You do this like this. That's it, motherfucker? You owe me more than that. What you mean? 300 in stamps. Bitch, you owe me 2 million in stamps. I don't be satisfied with them. But with your brother, be content. Be satisfied. You help each other get satisfied. Don't overdo it with your brother. But them, they look at them white devils as if they owe it to you because they do and they know it. God is saying it. God knew we was going to endure hardness. He knew we was going to struggle to pay the light bill and the gas bill and be broke. That's why he's saying, let me read it again. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. God knew it was going to be single parent households. He knew we was going to disobey him. That's why he had to punish us. That's why we over here in America right now, instead of the Middle East, in the land of Jerusalem. We're not in our homeland because we still being punished because we still doing the same damn sins, man. Next week, I might do a class on the idols, the reason why we over here in America and all that. I don't know. I might do something about idols and all that, because black people don't know what idols are. All right, and we're gonna learn next week. We're gonna learn what idols are. Okay, Lord allow. Always say Lord allow, because tomorrow is not promised. In the I.S.U.P.K, we say Lord allow this, Lord allow that, Lord allow I get this gas, I pump my gas when I leave school. Lord allow I cook when I get home from work. Lord allow I get this new job. Lord allow I get this new wife. Lord allow I'll get this husband. Lord allow I'm coming into the school. Lord allow I'll be able to see the next classes y'all teach, I.S.U.P.K. Lord allow everything, man, because tomorrow ain't promised. I'm telling you straight up, we living in the last days. I know y'all see everybody dying around you. All right, let's keep going. Verse 3. Hold on, we're going to, yeah, we're going to verse 4 though. All right, verse 3. Excuse me. Hold on, I suppose, yeah, okay. Verse 4. I'm sorry, verse 4. No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. No man go to war and worry about everything that's going on in this life. If you're a good soldier of Jesus Christ, man, you ain't worried about no damn light bill and gas bill. Of course, you got to work to get it paid. But imagine if we had brotherhood, we wouldn't worry about none of that, man. You understand? But let me tell you what we is worried about. We worried about Balenciaga. We worried about how good our hair and eyelashes and nails and how good we look. God don't give a fuck about your dress code. And when I say dress code, I'm talking about your name brand that you wear. He do care about women not dressing like hoes. He do care about that. That's a commandment. You ain't supposed to uncover your nakedness. So when every time you do that, you piss God off. But God don't give a damn about your name brand clothes, your Balenciaga and all that. You entangling yourself with the affairs of this world. You entangling yourself with Christmas. God don't give a fuck about Christmas. He don't give a damn about Rudolph, Donner, Blitzen, Schubert, whatever the hell their names is. Donner and Blitzen. He don't give a damn about none of them, because none of that shit exists. You know what God said we can eat? He said we can eat deer meat. I know deer meat is good. It's delicious. What in the hell? I'm watching my groceries go flying up with a red nose and a reindeer. Don't worry, I'll teach that when December come around on my Christmas class. Lord allow. Yeah, y'all see what I did there? Lord allow. Yeah, I may be here, I might not, but Lord allow, I'll be right here in this seat, right here teaching the class on how evil Christmas is. Reading on, verse 5. Hold on, what did I say? Okay, that's it on that. So God wants us to be the soldier that he chose us to be, brothers, sisters. God wants you to be a princess. You're supposed to be kind and sweet and taste delicious. You know what I mean? Men supposed to be like, we smell, we look at you. You know what I mean? It make us want to kill somebody if they harm you. You talk to us so sweet and delicate and kind. Girl, I kill and die for you. Brothers, we supposed to be hardcore like that. Now what brothers doing? Now we done turned into transsexuals. Look what the brothers done did, man. Became goddamn choir boys in the Christian church. And God said, ha, and I don't know, ha. Man, fuck all that. Jesus ain't told you to do none of that. He didn't tell you to wear no bow tie, no little nutsack around your goddamn chin like the Muslims do. You understand? Hold on, somebody said something in the chat. Somebody said, we're African-American, Mexicans aren't our brothers unless you're referring to the Afro-Mexicans. And whoever just made that statement, let me tell you something. Mexicans are our brothers. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. You watch your punk bitch ass mouth. Boy, this ain't the Christian church. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Mexicans are our brothers. Mexicans are the tribe of Issachar, you fucking dummy. Now, right now, this is what I suggest you do. Shut your fucking mouth and you listen to the goddamn class. Learn how to fight your damn depression. You hate your own people. That's a sign of depression. Go rewind the tape. When you hate, you withdraw yourself from your family. Mexicans is our family, man. You know what I'm saying? You hate Mexicans because you hate yourself. And I'm going to tell you why you hate yourself. Because the white man taught you how to hate yourself. The white man hated us so bad that we started to hate each other. And that's exactly what you're doing now, talking about Mexicans ain't our brothers. You a goddamn lie. Ain't no such thing as Afro-American or Afro-Mexican, nigga. It's the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. Now, since you're so smart, the white man named you Afro-American, dummy. You don't think he named them that too? So right now, I do the teaching, you do the shutting the fuck up and listening. Write these scriptures down so you can learn how to fight your damn demons. And also stop smoking weed. That's how you cast out a demon right there. You understand? You watch what you say in these classes, though. We got operational command. You understand? We trained and ordained and chosen by the Most High. You're not coming up against me or the Mexicans, nigga. You coming up against God. Now, here, ask yourself this question. Is your arms long enough to fight with God? God created the Mexicans. That's our people. God created them Puerto Ricans. That's our people. Them Native Indians is our people. The white man did nothing but divide and conquer us, man. So now here you are with a divided, depressed, and stressed out way of thinking. Don't worry. I'm gonna make you see. You ain't gonna be blind, deaf, and dumb no more when you leave this class. You know what I mean? You came in blind, deaf, and dumb. Now shut up and listen and let a man teach you. Okay? So now we can drop that. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. All right. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and we're gonna start at verse 7. The nigga name is Hoodoo in Louisiana Voodoo. What a fucking idiot. Your name is Voodoo, dummy. Doing voodoo is a sign of depression, which means you got demons on you. Voodoo don't even work. So you sitting there being a warlock for nothing. Shut the hell up, man, and let a real nigga teach you, nigga. It's nothing but real. This real nigga university, nigga. Now sit down and take a seat. Get your pen and your paper out and take notes. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, because you my nigga. I got to correct you. I'll correct you because I love you. Just like Christ corrected me. You don't think the brothers above me had to talk to me like this? I thought I knew everything. Man, shut your bitch ass up and stop being so goddamn emotional. That's what they told me. I was like, God damn. Now look at me. 9 years later. I ain't dead in jail like my friends. I ain't made no more baby mamas and baby daddy situations. I got a whole lot of wives. You know what I'm saying? Bills getting paid. I'm cool. Health ain't declining like it was. Health is top notch. I'm handling diabetes like I ain't even got it. A1C ain't reached over a 6.5 in what? Since I got diagnosed. We talking about somebody that had a A1C of 13. That's what obeying God will do for you. It'll even heal your health. Not because you sitting back to my Lord, heal my health. God ain't hearing that bullshit. You got to put in some work. Faith without works is what? Dead. Get your ass up and go to the gym. Stop being depressed and stressed. Eat the right foods. Date the right people. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to the book of Proverbs. And we're running. Okay, we good on the time. Let's go to the book of Proverbs chapter 3 real quick. Remember, the topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. That brother right there, he thought he was going to come in here and bully somebody. Nah, you can't bully me out. You can't bully any brother or sister in the UPK. You understand? We're not filled with demons. We know how to love you. We know how to embrace you and love you and try to teach you and correct you. Now, if you don't want to be corrected, no sweat. Just conduct yourself in a manner that's smart for you. We're not Christians. I know you've seen that Ray J fight. Now, we don't condone violence, but Ray J stepped into a ring and couldn't fight and got knocked the fuck out. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but I believe everybody get the gist of what the hell I'm saying. Okay, so now, with that being said, we're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5, and it reads, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. When black people say that Mexicans ain't our people, you're leaning towards your own understanding of what the white man taught you who your people is. The white man is the devil, and the word devil means liar. What the fuck you gonna believe a white man for? Hey, shalom, Lord Christ, trooper Adam. What's going on, Lord Christ? Verse 6. Now, the topic of the class again is depression and stress are demons. We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. You got to come into the I.S.U.P.K and acknowledge the nigger God, the black God, and his nigger son Christ. Now he gonna direct your paths the rest of your life. You ain't got to live the rest of your life thinking you are African American or Mexican or Native Indian. You'll know I'm an Israelite. You'll know what tribe you from. You'll know how to handle situations. You'll know how to not handle situations. Now, in the Christian mind, if they would have seen how I handled that brother, they would have said, why you so aggressive? It ain't what you say, it's how you said it to him. Nah, that ain't how Christ told the prophets to be. He told us to be a certain way. He said, cry aloud, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions. And goddamn it, if I got the order from him, who the fuck are you to tell me how to talk? You understand? Christ was a hardcore nigga. Talk just like me, rougher than me. And I ain't never letting that go. This ain't an act. This me. This how a man's supposed to be, man. He's supposed to kill and die to do the will of the Lord, man. He's supposed to defend the faith. Not be, what, if I had a tambourine, you'll listen to me, wouldn't you? Huh? I had a skin-tight, skinny jean suit on like them punks in the Christian church. You'll listen to every goddamn word. Now, fuck that. Fuck that. You understand? Verse 6. All right. Hold on. Verse 7. We're in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. How you going to learn how to fear the Lord and depart from evil if you ain't got no real ass nigga to teach you how to do it? You understand? Fathers, man, get back in them kids' life, man. Now, if them kids don't want to listen to you, fuck them. Don't be soft after them. Don't kiss their ass. Fuck them. Make some brand new kids that now you can grow, learn, you can raise them in the truth. And the truth will never depart from them. They'll never sad mouth you. You know what I mean? But them Christian little kids, them little bastards, them little gremlins, fuck them. Now, Christians will think that's cruel what I said. It's not. You think I'm about to kiss the ass of some little bastard who won't obey what I'm saying when I'm teaching you what God's saying? Fuck you. All right? So now, let's go to Proverbs 12 and 25. This to everybody who want to be depressed all the time and stressed out with anxiety, man. I got a staunch word from the Lord to you, man, because that ain't how you supposed to be. Always want to be lazy and, always, your mood always fucked up. You don't want to do, you don't want to do nothing. You just depressed. I understand. Don't worry. I got a scripture for you. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 25. All right. Proverbs 12 and 25, and it reads, let me get 25. Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 25, and it reads, heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. I'm going to read that again. Heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop. You walking around all stoop down. You ever heard somebody say stoop down to you? I ain't going to stoop down to your level. When your mind, when it say heart, it's talking about your mind. When your mind is always heavy, you're always depressed and in sadness, and you always, extremely frustrated and angry, and you can tell a demon on you. That's what depression is, a demon. It make you stoop, like you stoop down, or it make you stoop as in stupid. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. Heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. What's a good word? These words are coming out of my damn mouth. That God is black. Christ is black. The white man is the devil. Christ is coming back with 200 million angels to save blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians from the oppression of this white man. What's a good word to make you glad? Niggas is going to rule the earth under our nigger king Christ. Huh? That don't make you glad? You don't got to be an alcoholic. Get up off drugs, man. Pick yourself up out the mud. Come, let me help pick you up out the mud. You ain't got to do it by yourself. When you cry, I cry. You understand? When I'm happy, when you happy, I'm happy. Let's do it together. That should make you glad. When you got sisters that say, sis, call me. Matter of fact, I'm going to call you when you're going through something. You ever get short on any bill, you call me. You need food, clothes, you need somewhere to stay, you call me. That'll make a sad motherfucker glad, man. Knowing I got somebody I can call on that ain't going to hate on me. You understand? Let me read that again. Heaviness in the heart of a man maketh it stoop. Your mind is your heart. When your mind always stressed out, that's why everybody be like, I got to relieve my mind, Craig. I got to relieve some stress, smoking weed. Like that's really going to relieve your mind. No, let me show you what relieve your mind. But a good word maketh it glad. What's a good word? Stop being a goddamn punk. You don't got to worry about taking AIDS pills and HIV shots. You know what I mean? That's a good word that should make you glad. If I stop having illicit sex, I won't get illicit diseases. Make sense, huh? You just ain't never heard it like this. That's what a good word is. Matter of fact, that's what gospel means, good news. It ain't good news when you go to church and the pastor tell you, God know your heart. In other words, you can keep a free center. You can eat whatever, you can fuck whoever, you can go. However, that's not a good word. That's something that'll make you feel good. We don't give you no feel good shit in here, man. We tell you some shit that's gonna really correct your life, direct your paths, man. You understand? Check this out, man. Let me show you this right here. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. I'm gonna show you why. This for everybody who always goddamn scared, man. Scared to take chances. Scared to, to go back to school, go learn a trade, go to holler at a man. Sis, you scared to holler at a brother in the school? Brother, you scared to holler at a sister in the school? Of course, you got to go through the proper channels. You know what I mean? You request that sister. You holler at your camp leader to holler at her camp leader. You know what I mean? Man, listen, take chances. You know what I mean? Let me show you this real quick. Let's go to the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. This is why you should not be afraid to take chances. Go on, get that degree, homegirl. You know what I mean? This is the book of this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7, and it reads, "For God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." God don't want your mind to be depressed. Your mind's supposed to be sound, meaning peace, at peace. You know what I mean? Even with your damn enemies, man. It's things your enemies gonna try to do to piss you off. They can't even piss you off no more because you at peace. Now I ain't saying let them disrespect you because they put their hands on you. Oh, you better defend yourself because it's a sin not to defend yourself. You knock all they goddamn fronts out their mouth. But what I'm saying is, let's read it again. This is the book of first, hold on. Excuse me, hold on one second. Yeah, there we go. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 7. "For God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind." Remember, love is correction. That's what real love is. Love is not a feeling or an emotion. Love don't make you depressed. Love corrects you. If I see a little black boy, right? If I see a little black boy going down the same path I went through when I was around his age or whatever, with flags, gangbanging and all that, it's my job to love him is to correct him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, little nigga, that ain't the path you go down right there, my little nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, talk to him like that. They don't understand all this bullshit, soft-ass talk you Christians doing in there. Well, if thou cometh, thou son, if thou mightest, shut the fuck up. Hey, little homie, boy, you ain't want to do that. I got shot doing that dumb shit, nigga. You know what I mean? I got a job for you, man. Just go fill out this application right here, okay? Matter of fact, come to class with me. You know what I mean? I'm going to teach you how to obey the Most High, the nigga God, okay? They gonna be like, the nigga God? What the hell is he talking about? Then they see the Bible. Something about that Bible, boy. Black people is a religious people. However, the Bible is not a religious book. So when you hear a nigga like me reading the Bible, automatically you're like, man, what do he know about the Bible? I know everything there is to know about this Bible. Here's the problem. You don't. That's why you depressed and got demons. That's why you gangbanging. You could have came in here and been in the army of the Lord, a soldier, a good soldier. When I say good soldier, nigga, you can have as many wives as you want. Soon as they hear that, they be like, sign me the fuck up. I mean, that's one of the things that got me. I ain't gonna lie to you. When they say, listen, you can have as many wives as you want, sign me up. Then, of course, you know, I came in here and learned who God is, who Christ is, who we truly are, which is God's chosen people. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, you God's chosen people. You're the Israelites, the apple of God's eye. Why you think you're so talented over all the other races? You never thought about that? You didn't never think you had a special relationship, your race, not just you individually. Somebody selfish like Michael Jordan to be like, yeah, I'm Jordan. Man, fuck you. You're an Israelite. God made our nation better than the other nations. Okay? So how would I correct Michael Jordan? I tell Mike, hey, come to class, young man. I call Michael Jordan, who y'all love, I call him a young man. That's all the hell he is to me. I don't give a damn about your fame and your fortune. Let's learn how to obey the Most High. Okay, so you can get rid of that jaundice in your damn eyes. You know what I mean? So now, let's go to let's do Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Because I know a lot of people get you get stressed about what happened yesterday. Maybe you lost a loved one. You know your rent coming up tomorrow. You know you ain't got the money to pay it. I got a good word for you. You know what I mean? I got some good news for you. When I say word, I'm talking about word up to the nigga God. He gonna tell you some gangster shit. How to get past and beat them demons. Okay? Check this out. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6. I'm going to go to 34. All right? Matthew chapter 6 and verse 34. This is in the New Testament. Y'all don't be scared to open this Bible up, man. I'm telling you. It's the blueprint on how we get through this hell that we living in. Hell ain't a place you go to when you die. We in hell right now. All right. So what I say, Matthew chapter what? Chapter 6. So this is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 34. Remember, the topic of the class is depression and stress are demons. Okay. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 34. And it reads, take therefore not a thought for the morrow shall take thought for things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. God damn. God said, man, fuck yesterday and fuck tomorrow. Nigga, you better be on point today. You better obey today. Obey who? The white man's laws? Hell no. The laws of God. Wake up and realize that God talking directly to niggas right here, man. Check it out. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. When it say take no thought therefore for the morrow, man, if you obeying the Most High, you keeping his dietary laws. You not tricking out these hoes. You ain't at no strip club. Like you ain't popping pills and gummy bears and drinking, sipping on the scissor and all that. You truly obeying the Most High. You ain't fucking on them stinking ass dog white bitches. You obeying the Most High. Check this out. He said, this is Christ speaking too. It's written in red. So this coming out of Christ's black lips. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. I mean, don't worry about tomorrow. That rent gonna get paid. God gonna make a way. Them right phone calls gonna come through. You gonna make the right phone calls. It's going to happen. Even if it don't, so what? God gonna provide. Let's keep going. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. I done lost plenty of houses because I was broke. I know about y'all. I done lost plenty of cars because I was broke. I done lost plenty of these stinking bitches because I was broke. Thank God. Because they was gold diggers anyway. If they was worth something, they would have went to work and built me up. Now I would have been a business owner by now. I mean, a woman is supposed to be, she was created to be a helpmeet. Help me then, bitch. Don't be a hurt me. Helpmeet. Don't hurt me. All right. Christ is saying, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about that light bill, that phone bill. Don't worry about how you're going to put, I know the gas prices is high as hell. You're going to get to where you need to go. Here's the thing. Who told you need to get a ride to the weed man? You did. That's what you want gas for. To go be a hoe. To go get some dick. To go get some vagina. To go get some drugs. All right, let's keep reading. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. You got tomorrow gonna worry about the evil of tomorrow. Yesterday we seen all the evil, all the people that done died. Man, you better obey God now. You understand? Or it won't be no tomorrow. Remember earlier I said, Lord allow, I'll do this. Lord allow, I'll do that. Let tomorrow worry about tomorrow. Yesterday gone. Yesterday and tomorrow are distractions from obeying God today. Now, how do you obey God? It's simple. Don't kick your neighbor's door in. If you was a kick door nigga that used to rob people, don't rob nobody. Don't steal. Don't murder. If you're a woman, you sleeping with a man, sleep with him the rest of your damn life. That's your husband. Only two ways that you out that relationship. One is if he die. Number two is if he leave you. That's the only way out that relationship. You can't leave him. If he leave you, you better look to the heavens and to the nigga God and say, thank you for getting that stinking piece of garbage out of my goddamn life. Now, you can't try to push him away either now. But if he up and leave you, oh, you free. If she up and leave you, bro, you free. Don't go begging that stinking bitch back either. You let the doorknob hit her where the good Lord split her, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only two ways out of a marriage. Oh, and fornication, of course. Adultery, which is a woman like, if she married to you, she have sex with another man, don't ever take her back. Or she become like, she gay or something. You don't ever do no menage a trois or no threesomes or none of that. None of that. Because you can have more than one wife don't mean you can sleep with all of them at the same time. That's against God. You know what I mean? You treat your wives just like you treat your daughters. You love them, you protect them. You know what I mean? You correct them. That's what love is. Okay? Now, this is going to be our last scripture right here since we done came up on the time. Let's go to Psalms chapter 55. Yeah, I got to make this quick, real quick. This is the last scripture right here. Psalms chapter 55. Where we at? Right. This is going to be the last scripture right here, everybody. Okay, Psalms chapter 55. Where you at, 55? All right. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all read that on your own time. I done came up on the time. I want y'all to go read the book of Psalms chapter 55 and verse 22. That should be a scripture on cast all your burdens upon the Lord. Stop stressing yourself out, man. I'm telling you, if you come into the I.S.U.P.K, the Lord will give you counselors. Commander General Yahanna is more than able to pay your rent, to make sure you got food, make sure you got transportation. But you're going to have to come in here and get this spiritual food first. Don't come in here just to try to get your rent and bills paid. It don't work like that. Who the fuck you think we is? The Christian church? You know what I mean? But if we help our people, you understand? And that's how I know I'll never go hungry. You know what I mean? The Lord been providing for me since I came into this school. I never said I was a millionaire. Matter of fact, I'm a broke nigga just like you. However, ain't no depression or no stress gonna whoop me. I'm gonna get up every day, brush my teeth, work out, you know what I mean? Slave, go slave, get my little money, you know what I mean? And do what I need to do. First and foremost, I'm gonna serve the Lord. That's before any thought in my head, man. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and clip up the class. Shalom.